The Age of Romanticism, also known as the Romantic Era, was a period in history that began in the late 18th century and lasted until the mid-19th century. It was characterized by a focus on emotions, individualism, and nature, and it had a significant impact on literature, art, and music. In this script, we will explore the history of the Romantic Era, its key characteristics, and its impact on society. The Romantic Era was a reaction against the Enlightenment and the Industrial Revolution, both of which emphasized reason and logic over emotion and imagination. Romantics believed that reason and logic were not enough to understand the world and that emotions and intuition were also necessary. They also rejected the idea of progress that was central to the Enlightenment and instead celebrated the past, especially the medieval period. One of the key characteristics of the Romantic Era was individualism. Romantics believed in the importance of the individual and the power of the imagination. They celebrated the unique qualities of the individual and rejected conformity and the constraints of society. This emphasis on individualism can be seen in the literature of the time, which often featured characters who were outsiders, rebels, or dreamers. Another key characteristic of the Romantic Era was a focus on nature. Romantics believed that nature was a source of inspiration, beauty, and spiritual renewal. They celebrated the natural world in their art, literature, and music, and many Romantics were also environmentalists who advocated for the protection of the natural world. The Romantic Era had a significant impact on literature, art, and music. In literature, Romantic writers often used unconventional narrative techniques and explored the inner thoughts and emotions of their characters. They also celebrated the beauty of nature and the power of the imagination. Some of the most famous Romantic writers include William Wordsworth, Samuel Taylor Coleridge, Percy Bysshe Shelley, and John Keats. In art, Romantic painters often depicted scenes of nature, and their paintings were characterized by vivid colors, strong emotions, and a sense of drama. Some of the most famous Romantic painters include Eugene Delacroix, Caspar David Friedrich, and J.M.W. Turner. In music, the Romantic Era saw a shift away from the formal structures of classical music and towards more emotional and expressive forms of music. Composers such as Ludwig van Beethoven, Franz Schubert, and Frédéric Chopin used music to express powerful emotions and to tell stories. The Romantic Era also had a significant impact on society. The emphasis on individualism and emotion helped to pave the way for political and social movements that focused on individual rights and freedoms. The Romantic Era also helped to shape modern ideas about art and creativity, emphasizing the importance of the artist's unique vision and voice. However, the Romantic Era was not without its critics. Some saw it as overly sentimental and self-indulgent, and others criticized its rejection of reason and logic. Nevertheless, the Romantic Era remains an important period in history, and its impact can still be seen in literature, art, and music today. In conclusion, the Romantic Era was a period of history characterized by a focus on emotions, individualism, and nature. It had a significant impact on literature, art, and music, and it helped to shape modern ideas about art and creativity. While it was not without its critics, the Romantic Era remains an important period in history and its legacy can still be felt today.